Yo, redirect podcast. That's RE:direct. You know, like your email.
Mm-hmm.
And this is episode 3.
Ooh, yo, 3 follows me a lot. So
3?
that's the number 3.
Are you into like numerology and shit?
I'm reading up on it.
True. I'm not into it like that, but when people tell me they're into it, I'd be like, true. But yo, episode 3. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you're listening on SoundCloud, or if you're listening on iTunes, please make sure you subscribe, comment, like. We're trying to blow this thing up, man. I want to be the number 1 podcast in battle rap if I'm not already. The feedback I've been getting is amazing, but I just want to let y'all know, if you see this lovely lady across from me and you like, yo, who is that? My homegirl Sandra Bullock. We go way back.
I hate you.
But nah, this is my homegirl.
Shut up, Dre from Power.
Nah, this is my homegirl, MyVerse, yo. If you give a round of applause for MyVerse.
Woo!
It's just me and you. I don't have a background track, but
Shout outs to me.
it's my homegirl, MyVerse, aka Natalia, or as we like to say it, Natalia.
Natalia.
Yes.
I want to eat pizza there.
Eat pizza where?
At Natalia.
What is that? Is that a real pizza place?
No.
Is that in Italy
That would
or
be,
something?
yeah, right?
That would be ill.
That would, right? If I
Yo,
open up
yo,
an
when
Italian
you-
spot.
Yeah, when you
count
get
that
lit.
shit.
True.
Yeah.
Tell
I like
people
it.
you want 8th Italian. But
Mm-hmm.
Natalia, aka MyVerse. This is actually the MyVerse episode today.
What?
But for the first part, she is going to be my co-host because we have some news to cover in battle rap.
Ooh, I get to use my journalism skills.
Yes. So sit back, strap up. This is going to be a good one.
Yep.
We have a lot of history, so I know people are going to love this episode.
Yeah.
So let's go.
It's a family affair.
Man, it's been a crazy week in battle rap.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just jump into it. T-Rex was caught nibbling vagina on Snapchat, and he had the doggy ears filter.
First off, it wasn't him that had it. It was the girl. And
But it was on him.
she's awesome for that. Yo, straight up, she's awesome for that shit. Like, that shit was mad creative.
That's my face.
That shit was mad creative. I'm sorry. Like, when I saw that, I was like, huh, how come no porn stars ever thought of that? But yeah no, she was, yo, shout outs to her. She 3-0'd him.
But she said, "Are you my little dog?" Is that what she said? "Are you my little dog?"
Is that what she said?
Yes.
See, I didn't have no sound to it. I just saw, and I didn't know that was Rex until somebody was like, yo, that was Rex. I was like, oh, snap.
You were just wondering why
They did
everybody on your timeline was like,
I was like, who is this
reposting
guy? In my head, I was like, oh, this girl's funny as fuck for doing that. Like, I thought she was,
Yo,
I thought that was creative.
how does this look for Rex?
I don't think it looks bad. It looks like he gets pussy.
Somebody said, I don't remember the exact line, but they said he was gonna come back and be like,
He can never say he don't eat the box because, like, you know.
yeah, but,
He better have no rap song that's like, I don't eat pussy. Nah. You know?
nah, but
like,
it was a line where it was like, "I'd rather get caught eating pussy than sucking the dick," and then it said like Slam,
Ooh.
then it said Slam's hat.
he did
I was
not.
like, that sounds like some shit. No, somebody tweeted that.
Oh, okay.
yeah, but I'm
okay.
saying like it sounds like some
yeah,
shit
yeah.
Rex would say.
Yeah. But I mean, I think it's not really bad. Like, I don't think it's like,
Nah, it's 2017.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Dipset used to be like, "I don't eat the pussy, all right, because I don't eat the pussy, all right."
yeah,
Like,
these are different times, man.
different times.
People eat butts now, so yeah.
That's how it be in 2017.
They
So
wildin'.
salute to Rex.
Yeah.
I think he'll survive this one.
Yeah, no, he's gonna be
You know
fine.
what I mean?
I honestly thought he put it out himself. I was like, okay, that's good publicity. Publicity stunt.
I wonder who the girl was.
I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea who she was, but I mean, she shaved, so good for her.
Good for you, girl, the shade.
Shout outs to you, girl. You know, keep it up with your
Yes.
with your hygiene. So shout outs to you.
So next thing I want to get into is every week on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'll be late sometimes, my fault. But Thursday from now on, we're gonna do it on Thursdays. The source, I dropped greatest battles. So I do the series. It's greatest battles, and I've done Hollow, Rex, Arsenal, and the recent one I did was the source, right? And the way I was feeling is I see a lot of people disrespecting like the source's legacy.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, and I'm somebody that's in the middle. Like, I be at the street battles, but I also be at the King of the Dot battles and the Don't Flops and stuff like that.
Right.
And I just feel like it's important. My biggest point was that Thesaurus is the Mook of his parallel universe. You know what I mean? I feel like their timelines run parallel to each other.
Yeah.
Because when Mook was the king of Smack DVD, Thesaurus was the king of on beat
Scribble
battles
jams.
and Scribble Jam. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was the dude to beat.
Right.
So I felt like it's important just to get his story across. And shout out to Pete. We know Thesaurus, but we call him Pete. But that shit was just ill. It was just it was ill for me to be able to do that because he's one of.
So what, you put like a whole like timeline from like beginning to end?
Well, it's their top 10 battles. I do the top 10 battles and I do like a narration behind it.
So which one did you pick for him?
Bender was number 10. I know number 3 was Ilmac. Number 2 was Dumbfounded. Number 1 was him and Mac Lethal.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And there's a lot of other battles in between.
He has a lot that are really good, though.
Yeah, but he has a fire legacy, and I think because he's been around for so long and he's so accessible, meaning that he'll just
battle whoever.
Yeah. Sometimes battlers overexert themselves doing that.
Yeah.
But regardless, he's
like made it a real livelihood.
Yeah, he's had some of the greatest moments ever, though. You know what I'm saying? So.
Nah, you can't. I mean, I think a lot of people that would be disrespecting him right now are new fans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the older fans are they're grown and, they're living they're not on YouTube commenting.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you're always going to have like the new cats that are coming in and they're just kind of learning, like if you went through the journey with the source, then you would understand like his goatness. You know
it's
what
so
I mean?
divided. It's like, I don't fuck with that Scribble Jam shit. I was in the streets.
I'm like, man, let me tell you, whatever. Like, to me, I'm like, at the end of the day, you always ended up being at a party or some get together, and you always end up having a freestyle or whatever in the cypher, even if you just not even going at each other. You know what I mean? But that was always in the culture. So like, nobody can ever be like, oh, fuck him, he could freestyle. Like, come on, man, that takes skills. Like, you gotta be mad smart. That's why he's good at poker.
I know. Shout out to my man Gambling Pete. That's what we call him for now. The source, aka Gambling Pete.
That's why. I mean? Yeah. But yeah, shout outs to him, man. Like, all y'all new cats and this shit, like, y'all don't understand. Y'all just want it to be, y'all want people to just slow shit down, and it's like,
well, that's why we're here. Because even though some people might think you're newer to the battling scene, we're gonna get into it in a little bit, but you're an OG, so you know.
Yeah.
So people like me and you gotta.
I've seen it flourish.
We're here because we're historians and we have to educate the new people. Right. I feel like a lot of times people are like, oh, these young niggas don't. I don't want to be no bitter old. I'm not even old. You're not even old.
Right. You know? But we've seen the culture, like we've seen it shift from when it was I mean, it's still at its peak. I think it's even bigger because of the movies and stuff that are happening and stuff. But like, you just seen it from when it was just Smack DVDs and just in your school, or you know what I mean, or it was like in the colleges, like out here, or not out here, but in Florida, they had a college and it would be all ages, and then you could come out and it was like an open mic and people were actually freestyle. They don't do that shit no more because everybody's so fucking politically correct.
Exactly.
That they're like, oh,
everybody got a career to manage.
Yeah, and everybody's just, so yeah, I don't know.
Well, we'll get it together. But,
yeah.
But listen.
But yes. Shout out to.
It pains me to say this, but Hollow and Math had a following out on Twitter. It spilled on the Angry Fan show, and I guess they hadn't talked in like 4 months, and they got into it on Angry Fan show, and they were kind of
Angry Fan began all the good shit.
Yeah, I know, right? But I mean, it's a different type of platform. It's more like
like all the scoop.
Yeah, but it's more like a radio show where, like, for instance, like Jay Black or whatever, he has it more. It's like a first take type of feel, right? How they do it. You know what I'm saying? This is more of a it's like a podcast. It's like we can go any direction in it over here. You know what I mean? So everyone has their platform. I respect it, and I'm glad he got the exclusive. But at the same time, it was sad listening to Hollow and Math.
Yeah, that's something you never really want to see.
Yeah.
Like, as far as like friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, they really were real friends. And then to kind of see that be put in the public, it's kind of, it's just, it's whack, man. But there's always that person that just kind of wants to blow everything. I don't know who first was like, oh, well, you were here and you were there. You know what I'm saying? Trying to bring out personal shit. I don't know who.
Well, I guess Math did like it was like a cipher.
Like, how did this? Okay, I know it all. It stems from Hollow battling disaster, right?
Yeah,
that's where it stems from. But like, how did it get to where they're like, well,
Math said,
yeah,
that I don't know if it was on Sway, but it was one of them like freestyle joints where they had a couple battlers up there. Big T was on it. I think it was Sway, yeah. So Math spit his verse, and he had said like, "Oh, it's loyalty over money" or something like it was. He was taking a shot at Hollow.
Oh, word.
And Hollow was kind of like on Twitter, like, "Yo, like please, like stop talking about me." And then he was kind of like, "Oh, you won't go on Angry Fan." And then
so why Math threw a shot at him? That's what I want to know.
Disaster battle, like you said. Like,
but that happened like a few weeks ago. So if they haven't been talking,
well, that's the biggest look Math got since then. So maybe he just, as a writer, as an artist, like he said in the interview, maybe he felt like he had to air it out. But my whole thing is this, right? It's 2017. We live in an era of people airing out whatever. But like, I know both of them personally. Mm-hmm. You know, Hollow a little bit more. I've been friends with Hollow. Like, you know Hollow.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we play spades. You know what I'm saying? Right. We had to whoop y'all out a couple times. Right. You know what I'm saying?
But, shut up. You lie. Don't lie.
But nah, y'all actually taught me how to play spades. That's the funniest thing.
You're my son.
Hollow got mad at me because I kept cutting him by accident. But I was learning. But
shut up.
He did.
I don't even remember that shit.
Yeah, yo. Yeah, I cut this nigga mad times. He didn't want to be my partner no more.
Oh, yeah. He was like, what the fuck you doing, man?
I don't know. That's how I learned, from Hollow yelling at me. But,
yeah, right.
But yeah, man, it was just like mad personal shit coming up. And I didn't think they wanted to speak that much, but situations just came out. And you don't never want to see it like that. So basically, I hope those two brothers, you know, can come to, even if they're not always on speaking terms, they can just come to an agreement. Because it wasn't like rah and mad aggressive.
Yeah, it was just, like, you could definitely know that. I mean, it's like when you have a disagreement with your peoples, you know what I mean? You're gonna have a disagreement, but at the end of the day, if you can reconcile your differences, you know what I mean? I'm hoping that's what happens, because, you know, I've always known them to be friends, and so it's unfortunate to see things turn out ugly like that, you know. And I just hope people out there aren't trying to exploit that shit either, you know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. I think if like me and you had a problem, like we go back, if we start saying all kind of shit that happened back in the day on Twitter, the most fucked up part is that the public feels like they can have an opinion on it, because they take the little information they heard and they start formulating ideas and opinions when you don't
really know the whole story. You know what I mean?
That's why
I think each of them have their own points, you know. Exactly. I understand as far as like where Math is coming from, but then I start thinking to myself, you know, like, okay, but you mad at Hollow for battling disaster, right? But you battled on John's league, so how?
Yeah, and they discussed it, but it's like, just like
I get what Math is, the feeling that Math is feeling, you know what I'm saying? But you know, you got to kind of consider everything that kind of led up to why Hollow made the decision he made, you know what I mean? And you know, from the bits that I've heard, you know, Math had points and Hollow had some good points, you know what I mean? I think it's something that definitely can be salvaged as far as like their friendship. I think they could salvage it. I think they can go past that, and I really do.
Time heals all.
Time heals.
You know what I mean? So maybe they'll see each other one day and hug and
hug it out. I think
hug.
They just need to like rumble, you know, 2-on-2. Just kidding.
That'd be ill though. Math and Hollow in a 2-on-2.
Right?
I don't know. I don't think we'll see that anytime soon.
What, Math and Hollow in a 2-on-2? That would be crazy though.
Yes.
Yeah.
And speaking of, also, so when Rain and Hitman, I don't know if you were paying attention, but like they almost fought.
Oh, word?
Rain said something about Hitman's mom, who was like, everyone knew she had cancer. He said something. That's not were gonna fight, and we put out a video on Rap Grid. Yeah. And something I preach, like, basically they made up, and Rain called his mom and apologized.
That's dope.
And they like deaded and squashed the beef and everything. So I just wanted to shout out them two brothers, because I feel like we've had a lot of elevation and we've made a lot of progress in battle rap, to the point where like people can do something like that. They can overcome their differences. Hitman from St. Louis, he can come to New York without feeling bothered in any type of way. You know, Beasley has a relationship with Rain. Yeah. They can do their business, get the battle out the way, which Hitman did really dope in. And now Rain is signed. He just signed to Maybach Music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just ill. So I just want to salute both of y'all for airing out your grievances.
That's a big step for battle rap, man.
Yeah, that's ill.
Getting signed
Hell
to
yeah.
Maybach, that's big, man.
Yeah, salute to Rain. He's a dope producer and he's a dope artist. You know? When they did the
I think be careful though, like is this the third quarter or the fourth quarter? We're still in the third quarter, right? Are we in the fourth? I think
we're about to go into the fourth quarter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta be careful with that, because sometimes like record labels want to sign you because they want to sign you
but you know what's ill is that Maybach
for write off, and that's, I'm not being a hater, but just sometimes they be doing shit for write off. So
no, that's true.
As long as his contracts is good and everything, like salute to him, man. Like
I think Maybach has a little more integrity than some of the other labels. The only artist I saw on Maybach that was ever like handled kind of weird was Pill, but from what I know, he was a part like. When Rick Ross made the deal, the label was kind of like, here, we have this artist, put him on there.
Okay.
Yeah, from what I know, he like handpicks every artist and he believes in them. So
that's dope. At least it's not a girl, because then he'll try to fuck him, right? Fuck you, Rick Ross. Fuck you.
The last three things I want to talk about is the Bodied movie, which is a dope look. I made some noise, man, because I was like, I went off one day on Facebook and I was like, yo, I see a lot of people that I felt like I had a hand in helping their careers in.
Right.
And I saw a lot of cats like in the movie that they didn't really rock with like that in the beginning. And it's not that I was mad. I just felt like I had to speak up and say something, because I was like, damn, that's fucked up that everybody got an invitation to the movie but me. And me and Disaster had a call, and we kind of, we argued for a little bit, but at the end of the day, it was like love. You know what I mean? I apologized to him for coming off a certain way. Yeah. He apologized to me.
I should have went on a rant about that shit too, but I mean, I'm saying as far as like, I know your perspective. I'm talking about like my experience. Like they had reached out to me to be in the movie, and but they wanted me to be a porn star turned turned rapper, porn star turned rapper, and I don't know, some shit. I was just like, so wait, y'all gonna not put any female battle rappers in this movie? You know what I mean? And if you did, it had to be some like. Some kind of character,
be a porn star that
straight
turned
up
into
objectifying like the whole entire like movement of the female battle rap, like But I mean, it's cool. It's like kind of how people felt about how they portrayed Eazy-E on NWA. You know what I mean? Like,
so you turned it down straight up.
I sure did. I was like,
they didn't offer you like an alternative role?
No. I was like, is there any other? They were like, no, we think that would be. I thought they were playing. I was like, yo, y'all playing me right now? Is this like a real movie or is this like some setup? I'm like, what battle rapper is setting this shit up? So
damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, I know. But I was just like, I could be another girl, you know what I mean? I just don't want to be a porn star. Like, you're gonna have like nude scenes and shit, and like. Nah.
Well, if y'all don't know,
I don't know. I thought that shit was like.
Well, just for all y'all listening to this, and if you just seen MyVerse battle or you're familiar with her poetry or her music, whatever, just from knowing her personally, she has like mad integrity as a female. Yeah. And she's like, yo, niggas ain't finna play me something like, and
you ain't about to put me out there looking crazy.
She wakes up early in the morning and break dances.
You
then
stupid.
She DJs. Then she spits 16s. Then she does poetry and then does graffiti
while I'm in the shower.
She does not want to be stripping at all. But on some real shit though, I feel like a role. But
shout out to strippers though, I like them.
Oh,
they're my friends.
Don't we all? I don't like them as much as Rob Kardashian.
Oh shit.
I fuck with them.
Damn.
I like Cardi B is cool. I think
Cardi B's cool.
She has an ill personality.
Yeah, she seems like she would have been a fun stripper. Like I would have loved to see her in the club and just.
Yeah, word. She probably be making jokes and shit.
Yeah, I know,
she probably
right?
Have mad tips from making jokes.
Yeah, right. All night.
But yeah, I mean, back to the Bodied movie though. Yeah. I just want to say that I think that's dope. Eminem, executive producer.
Yeah.
Shady Films. I think that's an incredible look for Disaster.
Kid Twist, man.
Yeah, word. Kid Twist too. And I think that it's dope that they did include so many people from the battle rap community, and that like they had big roles. Charlemagne's a good look, but I think most of all, see, Disaster is one of those people where he doesn't always drop music. You know what I mean? He doesn't really have merch like that, but he's such a talented person.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the ill way for him to like hone his energy, all his creative energy.
Yeah.
Was into acting, and I could just tell by the trailer they dropped. I was like, oh, like this is Disaster shit.
Yeah,
you know?
that like little mini verse that he did, that shit was fire.
Yeah, no, the way they filmed it was fire too. Yeah,
against that kid, he was like, he was like such a bitch.
Yeah,
man, like such a bitch.
Shout out to Disaster.
Yeah,
shout out to everyone
killed
on
that
Body.
shit, yo.
I can't wait to see it. I know they aired
that shit give me chills, yo. That shit was so fire, yo.
Hell yeah! So hopefully we'll see how they release it, but I'll definitely be front and
I hope
center.
it gets real big, man. Like, and I hope that each MC that was on there, I hope that they get something back from that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I hope that they get some kind of royalty or something. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, definitely. Or I mean, it may open the door for them to have other opportunities down the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
That's dope.
Yeah, I think the last thing is this, man. I just want to start off by saying something. So this is a problem I have in battle rap oftentimes, right? I feel like sometimes people get booked and then they book their next battle before the outcome of the last one even happened, right?
Yeah.
So JC has this whole buzz where he's like, everyone wants him to battle Lux. When he got booked, when he got booked to battle Rum Nitty, I know everyone wanted to see it. And I was like this, like, yo, please don't fuck it up because I want to see JC versus Lux. That's ill for him.
Yeah.
It's ill for everybody.
Do you think Lux is going to do it?
Yeah, he said he would.
What?
I did an interview with him and he was like, he wants to do it.
Bring this microphone closer. What?
Yeah, I'm trying to, behind the scenes.
Dude, that's a great look for Jace. That's like going from like level like 3 to like level 20. Like,
yeah, not to say JC is a level 3.
No, I'm not gonna say level 3.
That
like,
Lux is such a high level.
Yeah, like that's like the person you kind of have to go through like 8 more people to get to.
Exactly.
And you'd have to go through like 8 goats to like get to that goat. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So like, yeah,
it's fire.
That's such a good look for him. But he's that dope of a lyricist. He deserves it. I think he would be great.
So he got, in my opinion, he got the 3-0 against Rum Nitty, which was huge for him. And I'm like, yo, put him on Hot 97. 3-0 against
Rum Nitty. Rum Nitty's nice.
Yes. And I was like, yo, put him on Hot 97. Put him on Complex. Put him on Joe Budden sent him a invitation to come on Everyday Struggle with him and DJ Academics. Put him on Rap Grid. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, put him on every media outlet possible and let him like let his star power rise so that it's more enticing to Lux. What do? They book him a month later to battle T-Top. Now he's battling T-Top in November.
He better do good.
And I'm like, yo, and T-Top just coming off a crazy battle.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo,
who did T-Top just battle in Euro? Who was that?
Av. It was fire.
Yes, it was.
It's fire.
And it was really good. Av is so good.
Yeah, his punchlines are crazy. He bounced back from the whole controversy well.
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
But I mean, I don't think it's gonna hurt T-Top as much as it would hurt JC if like he were to lose. But like, it has to be good for JC, man, because he might lose the Lux opportunity. That's what I'm saying. I just hate when they book battles so close like that.
Maybe he had already booked it though before he knew like what was gonna happen. You know what I mean?
I think just in my opinion, I didn't ask anyone, but I think they booked it like after.
Right after?
Yeah.
Hey man, T-Top's a good person to beat too.
No, that's a great battle. I want to see it.
It's actually gonna be really good.
But I just wish that they built his star
Big
power.
K like ate his food though.
JC?
Yeah.
You know, I actually thought it was a good battle, but I like Big K better. I thought Big K won by like a half a round margin.
Yes.
Because he was clowning in that third. He was clowning. Big K, to me, Big K is top 5 right now. He's top 5.
I'm not gonna argue with you on that.
Yeah, I want to see Big K and Hollow.
Big K and Hollow? Are we gonna get to that? Like, do you think we can really get to that point to see like kind of like
I think Hollow is someone who loves battle rap so much that he wouldn't mind battling.
I mean, I've seen him battle just random people on the streets. So like,
yeah, he loves battle rap. I don't think it's ever about the money for him. You know what I mean? Like, no, Hollow has even said.
I don't know.
Hollow has said, I've never asked for an amount. They just offer it, and I just either decline it or accept it.
I don't know. Like, I'm not saying that, he's like money hungry or anything, but I think he like knows his value, and I don't.
Oh yeah, no, he knows his value.
You know what I mean?
But I don't think he would, if the fans wanted to see something that bad, he wouldn't rob him of it, because he didn't have to battle Disaster in a 1 round. He didn't have to do that.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have to do it, but I think for the sake of what they're building up to do, then yeah.
From what I know, it's not even really booked, so they kind of just did it.
I don't know. It might be booked. I don't know. I'm not saying that I know. But
Yeah. I don't know. I heard.
I feel like it's, I don't want to say like.
Who knows with niggas?
Who knows? But I think Disaster and Hollow are very savvy businessmen, and I think that's something that they're kind of building up towards. They don't have to do it, but I think because they love their fans so much that they would do something like that. But you got to understand, battling a Disaster compared to battling a Big K, not skill wise. I'm just saying,
but promotion wise, Disaster is bigger, just as far as marketability. He's gone to the Middle East,
that's just
around
a
the
smart
world.
thing to do. You have to be very strategic with who you're gonna like. You have to be somebody that people respect to come and disrespect me. Like come in my face and like say all the shit you want to say. Like, you have to be somebody that people respect. And I think, the best are very strategic with who they face, because it's not about if you win, it's about who you beat. You know what I mean? That's really what it's about. So like, I mean, Hollow and Big K would be great, but it's just like, I don't know. If that happens, if Hollow does it, then salute to him. You know what I'm saying? He's doing, that's definitely for the people and not for his,
I think he would do it. I think
not where he's going to go in his career. I mean, he's kind of already there, but I think, verse Big K that'd be crazy.
Fire.
That would be nuts.
Fire.
That'd be crazy.
So the other thing I want to talk about is,
my
nigga June P's just walked in.
We were going to go to your party, but we ended up just,
I'm sorry for the interruption.
What? My homie, what's up, girl?
You know Drea?
No.
Listen, this is my homegirl, MyVerse. This is the.
What's
my
up?
phone's like.
Oh.
Phone drunk. I'm sorry.
Yo, listen, your phone has a flashlight on.
Is it?
And
It's 12:46. It's already.
it's probably been on for a while.
Yeah.
My bad, y'all. I'm sorry.
Nah,
That's
man.
cool.
This is great. This is great footage.
I'm sorry.
You're in there like, you want a shot? Come here.
Yo, y'all already know.
You want to take a shot?
Say what else.
Jerry, you want a shot?
No, he don't want a shot.
No?
He don't
Oh,
want a shot.
no,
He's
you don't
lit.
need one. Come here. Get out of here. June, you're my peoples, man. It's so good to see you. Let me see where we at. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we've done in like 40 minutes.
Yeah, man. Love is love, bro. Take care. Peace, brother. Bye. That was a nice little interlude.
June is the most drunk nigga of all time.
He's
I'm definitely
great.
cutting this
Can
out.
I just have him in every party?
Yes. I'm definitely cutting that shit the fuck out, though. But yeah, I think, watch this. Dead serious for a second. I think Hollow will definitely battle Big K, though.
You think so?
Yes. There's no doubt.
I mean, I like I said, if he did it, it would definitely be something for his fans to give them content. It definitely wouldn't be anything to like enhance his career. It's just definitely something to put.
No, it's something for battle rap.
It's something for battle rap and
Something
for
for battle
content
rap.
and to have, content out there.
And Big K is
But
fresh
don't-
off a great Pat Stay battle.
It would be great. I'm not going to even be like, oh, well, no. It would be amazing because Big K,
Fire.
he is so fire. And his like word, he just picks the coolest words. Like he would be the type to use the word phalange. Like he would be like something like,
Yeah, phalanges are like fingers and toes for people who don't.
yeah, right?
No, it's like fingers. Is it
My
just fingers or is
phalange-
fingers and toes?
Phalange, pull the trigger. I amp these dudes with.
Yo. So,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
like he would use that word.
yes,
He just picks really cool words.
he does.
So, yeah, Big K verse.
K, young phalange.
Yeah,
verse
young
the Don.
Lil Phalange.
But yo, like I said before, man, this is the MyVerse episode.
Hey.
So we're gonna jump in this quick portal. We're gonna go back in time.
Okay.
We're gonna go back in time to where I was at Redefine in Orlando, Florida. It's a venue. We were doing our biggest battle at the time. No World Star hip hop exposure.
Right.
No battles over 20,000 views. I met this girl.
Who was it?
She's Spanish.
Ooh, Latina.
She had a head wrap on.
Ooh.
Fresh out. She looked like she was fresh out the incense burning room, right? Straight snapping, you know what I mean?
Smelling like oil.
Yeah, and
like incense oil.
And she had this energy that everybody in the room was like, yo, who that? Who that? Who that? But she judged that day. And everybody was like, yo.
And I judged right.
They were like, yo, you don't know who that is? That's MyVerse. She's the illest poet. So as time went on that ozone scene, which I'm definitely a part of, like that second generation of it.
Right.
I went up to MyVerse one day and I said, yo, you're ill. You had the ill projection, the ill delivery. You know how to command a stage. You know how to rock a crowd. You have all the elements of the dope female MC. And I said, yo, you would be fire as a battle rapper.
You think so? That's what I said.
You remember what you said?
What'd I say?
You were like, well, I don't know. I'm too nice. I feel like you have to be really mean to do something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, word? You couldn't do it? No, I'm just too nice of a person. I don't know. And so people would ask me like over the years, like, yo, why doesn't MyVerse battle? Why doesn't MyVerse battle? And I was like, she ain't gonna do it, bro. She ain't gonna do it, bro. She's too nice. She's too nice. So then one day I'm on YouTube. I see MyVerse versus Ill V.
Ooh.
Voice box battles.
He going back. Yeah.
And what year was this?
2013. April 2013.
So I'm like, yo, what the fuck? MyVerse is battling?
I know. You were like, nah.
So I watched the battle. Straight cook fest.
I was secretly mean.
So I'm sitting here like, yo, I thought MyVerse was the nicest, most tree hugging person in the world. Like, how did this happen?
But Mother Nature is not always nice.
So what in your head was like, was it the exposure of battle rap? Was you just mad one day and wanted to lyrically take it out on somebody? What happened?
I think it was just mostly, just being a poet. It was something that was effortless to do. But I think the fact that there was a lot of people that would mention me in battles, and it was just like, y'all don't even know who I am. Y'all don't even know, like, I'm really nice. So I kind of was like, well, let me take control of what battle rap is right now and the perception they would have of me. And seeing that it was such a growing thing that I was just like, man, I've been there from the beginning. Like, why not be part of it? I think that would be something to just kind of dig into a different part of myself, you know? And as an MC, I wanted to be a better writer. And I felt like battle rappers are amazing writers. And so just being a poet and then kind of that whole kind of view of how people saw me on battle rap, I kind of like took that and I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm nice. Like, I do poetry. I mean, it's just like an aggressive battle rap is just like an aggressive spoken word. So I wanted to, you know, just see how dope I could be as a battle rapper. Like, cause I know I'm nice and I know that I know my history and I know that I'm a true child of the culture. So like, yeah.
How come you didn't join during grind time? Because a lot of people might not realize this now, but grind time was like finding a golden Willy Wonka ticket. There was a time where, like, if you got on and you were like this good, you would become a 100,000 view person overnight. Like, you would have been out of there immediately. Yeah. So
I wanted to be a rapper. I wanted to master being an MC. Like, master. I didn't want to come in as like, oh, she started off as a battle rapper and now she's doing music. I wanted, oh shit, I actually am an independent artist who has music, who has merchandise, who has a brand, who has a name, a logo, everything, a website. And so that whenever I did use a platform such as Queen of the Ring or URL or even Voicebox, it wouldn't be for nothing. You know what I mean? And so I just felt like battle rap was, and I feel like every MC that, especially for grind time era, a lot of the MCs that got into battle rap was because they wanted a place to share their music and to show, you know what I mean? Like, okay, you're going to listen to me. And that was my way of telling people, you're going to listen to me. And so that's what, that's how I kind of became from like, oh, I'm a poet and I just want to be nice to people, to actually being like, you know what, Natalia, you can be nice, or MyVerse, you can be nice, you know what I mean? But there's nothing wrong with sharpening your sword. You know what I mean? Iron only sharpens iron. And so that's really what I wanted to do, is just be the best writer.
Yeah.
And actually have the balls, because a lot of these like females that are MCs out now will never have the courage to stand in front of somebody and let them tell them who they are, or not tell them who they are, but let them, you know what I'm saying? Like have their opinion about who they are. And like, you know what I mean? Like, no, like a lot of rappers, it takes a lot of courage for MCs to actually do that shit. You know what I mean? So like, salute to battle rappers, because that shit is not easy. That shit is not easy, because at the end of the day, when you perform music, you know what I'm saying? You have to fit in the pocket, but there could be times that you like, you know, mess up a word, whatever. People won't catch that. But in battle rap, they gonna catch every little word, pause, everything that you do. So it really is about your performance. You know what I mean? And so it's the ultimate, like, you know,
a test.
Mom spaghetti moment. You know what I mean? Like it really is.
So then you battled Duchess.
Yeah.
She wasn't she felt like the crowd was against her. You know what I mean? I know she felt like, they cheated me, but that was a cook too. You cooked it up in that joint, man.
Yeah, it was great, because she had just kind of got off that battle with 40, and a lot of people were kind of like, Duchess.
They were talking about it. Star set her up for a good one with that. That was one of her good battles.
Yeah. And like, I think, with Duchess, you know, she came to mind. That was I needed to do something for my city, you know, and so that was my kind of just my way to give that back to my city. And so, yeah, she kind of she came to my, you know, I go to everybody's home court, so you got to be able to handle that shit. Like, if you don't go, but
you started off with the home court joint though.
What?
You said that the Duchess battle was in Orlando, so that was before you went to New York.
That was yes, that was before I went to New York.
So, when did you get the call for Queen of the Ring?
I think I had gotten the call for Queen of the Ring. Yeah, it was right after the Duchess thing, and it was Debo. He had like tagged. Shout
out Debo, yo. Debo does not fucking sleep.
He does not. Yo, he'll find every single female battle rapper under the crevices of like rocks, and like he'll find, and he finds dope ones, man. He knows talent. So he it was after I had battled Duchess, and then he had like tagged Young Gaddis and was like, yo, who's MyVerse? And then from there we built, and then we built, and then I went to Queen of the Ring. So yeah. That was pretty awesome to do.
Now, your first Queen of the Ring battle was?
It was a closed room. I felt that I didn't need a closed room, because I was like, I just battled Duchess and cooked her. But
you know how it is. For
the respect of ranking.
Exactly.
And respect of the process, I was like, I respect Queen of the Ring, and I respect what they do. And so
that was Mulatto.
It was Mulatto Black.
Yo.
And that was cool. That was a good one. That was actually good. She did. I'm glad they gave me her, because she was great. Like, she was good.
Yo, Mulatto is fire.
She's so fire.
But she's had a problem with stumbling and forgetting her stuff throughout her career. But that was a great sparring. That's probably one of the great sparring session battles. And for y'all that don't know what sparring session is, you can equate it to like a proving ground.
Yeah, like a PG, you know, for Queen of the Ring.
But it was on a stage though. It was dope. It was like a small room stage battle.
It was where they hold EO Dub in New York.
It was at the Pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
See, yo, I'll be on it, yo. See, at the Pyramid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, yo, I don't have notes.
It's funny because I didn't know it as the Pyramid. I just knew it as EO Dub.
Yeah, that's the Pyramid.
You know what I mean?
I think they changed the venue now, though.
Oh,
it's
for
a different
real?
venue, yeah. But salute the old EO Dub. Shout out the new EO Dub.
Yeah.
But yo, so after that Mulatto Black battle drop, there was a lot of buzz about your name in the battle community. So just from your perspective, like, what was the feeling that was going on? Were you like, damn, yo, I'm a real battle rapper now? Like, were people calling to book you on different leagues? Like how was it going?
I was kind of like, how did I feel? I was just kind of like, I knew it. I don't even want to be like cocky or nothing, but I knew. I was just like, man, I know that there's no female rapping like how I rap. You know what I mean? You could say like as smart wise, like Jazz is close as far as like, you know, like intellectual bars. You know what I'm saying? But like there really wasn't, you know, a Latina really out there besides Misfit, but she's more like, you know, Brooklyn.
She's hardcore, yeah.
You know, but like, you know, kind of have a like more of a.
I mean, say it like it was. You had the high-waisted jeans. You came in dresses. You came with heels. You know what I'm saying? Misfit wasn't doing that. You know what I'm saying?
She representing Latinas, though. You know what I'm saying? Salute to her. But like, you know, I think, the feedback was just, it was crazy because some people were just like, yo, I'm never like, who is this girl MyVerse? Like, y'all keep talking about like who, you know, it was great. You know, I had Joel Ortiz reach out to me and be like, you know what I'm saying? Snakes never feel comfortable in their own skin. And I was just like, yeah, that was my bar. And, you know, they quoting my shit. So it was cool. Like, it was cool to have that kind of feedback. And it got me real excited. It got me really excited. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that was cool. That was really cool. You know, I was to the point where I was like, yo, give me all your top bitches. I want them all.
So at that point, like you smashed the sparring session. Do you feel like, give me the Bonnies, give me the 40s? That's another one who was close to you as far as like intellectual bars.
Right. Yes.
I want the Bonnies. I want the 40s. I want the Jazzes.
Yeah.
I know you felt like that at the time. I remember from talking to you.
Yeah.
But how was it when you didn't get them, like straight out the gate? Were you a little frustrated or?
You know, I was frustrated, but my whole thing was, if I'm gonna battle, it's gonna be on a really good platform.
Yeah.
I didn't want to battle. I could have battled anybody I wanted on a little league, but I'm not doing this for the money, and I'm not doing this for, you know, if I was gonna battle anybody, they had to have at least some kind of respect in the battle rap scene as far as like an MC. So when they gave me, my whole thing was, okay, I'm gonna do the sparring session. My hopes were to get Bonnie. They didn't give me Bonnie. They were like, listen, we're going to give you See the Boss, and then you can get Bonnie.
I was just about to jump into that.
So
that was your first ring battle.
That was my first ring battle. I wanted my first ring battle to be Bonnie, but, you know, they were like, listen, you got to kind of go through.
There's a ranking,
There's a ranking. So I'm like, that's cool. I'll get a girl that was kind of in my same thing, whatever. But she has to be good, and See the Boss is really good. So I was like, man.
So you accepted it because you thought C was dope.
Yeah, C was nice.
She was cracked.
She was nice. So I'm like, I'm not gonna battle just some like whack bitch, you know what I mean? So, so then they gave me See the Boss, and that was cool, and I did that to get Bonnie, and so yeah.
So See the Boss battle, it worked out for you.
It was great. Yeah,
you know
that was cool.
It was dope.
3D Nati was there too.
A word, she was there. Shout out to my homegirl Nati, man.
Yeah, shout out to her. Yeah,
that's my girl. There. She's one of the dopest.
If you see her, you know, be like, yo.
I got you, yo. If she's watching this,
I'd love to do somewhere. She's
MyVerse and Nati need to do a track. If you don't know who Nati is, like,
she's fire.
Fire. But after that, don't tell me. Did you battle Star Smiles up right after that?
Yeah.
Whew, I'm on a roll, yo.
You're on a roll.
Off the top of the dome. So I feel like, and this is my opinion, this was the first bump in the road, and it's not because you lost, but it's because that New York crowd loves Star Smiles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That New York Queen of the Ring crowd.
Yeah.
And even though Star Smiles isn't lyrically as dope as you are, people like her performance. They like what she represents. She had like the Best Buy shirt on. You know what I mean? And I could tell like in every battler's career, there's a point where like somebody does something and you're like, but it wasn't hot though, and people are reacting, and you have to like weather that storm.
It's so
I
whack.
saw that in your face that you were like, yo, and I'm not trying to play Star Smiles, but it was one of them situations where like you were digging deep lyrically, and the crowd wasn't responding to it, but she took off her shirt.
Queen of the Ring is like that
joint.
though. That's the thing. Like
I think every battle league is like that towards certain
it's
rappers.
It's just Queen of the Ring. It's just Queen of the Ring.
Why do you think it's just Queen of the Ring?
It's just Queen of the Ring. Queen of the Ring will literally shut out a dope ass rapper or battle rapper because they have favoritism. Like, I love y'all Queen of the Ring, but some of y'all fans is way too like biased to where
so you don't think there's Smack fans like that, King of the Dot fans like that?
I don't know, because when I was on Smack, I got mad love. So like I can't even.
Well, I've seen them do that to other people.
But like they actually like shut the fuck up and listen.
Yeah.
Like cats in Queen of the Ring, they're kind of just like, you know, that's who they like, and so that's who I get love from Queen of the Ring, but in reality, like, I don't know, Queen of the Ring fans are more, they're just more like, we want to be with the girls that were from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be real with you. My battle with Star Smiles was a favor for Queen of the Ring. Straight up and down, that was a favor for Queen of the Ring, for the sake of that I was gonna battle Bonnie on Don't Flop. And Queen of the Ring wanted to get the battle from Don't Flop. They wanted that battle. And unfortunately, I had already committed to doing that battle with Don't Flop. So then I said, you know what? Since it seems like I don't want to say taking the battle from you guys, but I'll battle Star Smiles for the sake of giving y'all content and the sake of me, you know, coming my whole thing was I wanted to battle 2 females within the same month. That's what I wanted to do, to kind of just, you know, show that, you know, show out, whatever, like show I can do that shit, you know? And so that was my whole kind of angle as far as like doing that. And so when I did the battle with Star Smiles, that was more of, because honestly, I love you, Star, but See the Boss is like lyrically better than I felt in Star Smiles, you know what I mean? And I think that battle was so like, it showed that like you have to do extra shit to be able to take away from what I do.
Nerd.
Because if you were to stand there and take these punches, like you would be dead. Like literally when I started taking the momentum back, she had to like, oh, hold on. Oh, wait. Motherfuckers is liking her shit now. Hold on. Let me take my hat
Talk
off.
that
you
shit,
know what I'm
MyVerse.
I'm just saying, like, you got to do all this extra shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To be able to really, you know, withstand what the fuck I'm doing. Because if you were to actually, like, pay attention to what... Because the thing is, it's like, it kind of, like, makes you not pay attention to what I'm doing. Because you're like, oh, she's changing her hair. Oh, my God. Like, she's changing her hair, but I'm saying some fucking crazy-ass bars.
So, for y'all that didn't see it, she had, like, a wig on, right? Then she took
crazy.
it off and she had like a fade. And
yo, you
and
stupid.
Then
Don't.
she then
she had more like a blowout.
Yeah, I know, but then she took off her like shirt and she had like a Best Buy like manager shirt on. And the crowd loved that.
They loved it because it was Star.
Yeah.
That's like, you gotta understand, that's New York. Yo, Star is straight in New York. So it's like, that's what I do though. I'll go to your hometown and I'll battle you. That's what I'll do. The only time I never did that was with Duchess. But other than that, all my battles, I'm going to their home state and I'm...
So let's talk about this real quick. Two things that you discussed that I want to bring up. First thing, I was there when you were supposed to battle Bonnie on Don't Flop in Atlanta. She didn't show up. What was the story behind that?
She had like hit me up the day before. It was like 3 like different stories, but I mean, she says I'm cool with Bonnie now, so like, you know, I'm taking into consideration what she said, but I'm low key, I feel like she wasn't ready, but like maybe she was ready. I don't know. But from what she told me the day before, I wish I would know. She had never reached out to me because I had even reached out to her before. If she had told me like the contracts were good, she should have like said something like that. And then I would have tried to reach out and try to get that right. But she says in her words, she says that the contracts weren't right. First, it was that they didn't give her enough money to get a flight. So I was going to get her a buddy pass. I got her a pass to be able to go on a flight. And then she says it was the contracts weren't right. So they didn't pay her enough or something. But she's telling me this day before, like I had just driven 8 hours to Atlanta. Like you telling me this day before, you know what I mean? So that was the reason why she said the contracts weren't good.
Did you feel like you was done wrong? Were you like, because I remember at the time you was like, yo, fuck battle rap.
I was tight because it was just like, yo, a lot of times, you know, it sucks when you take your time out to write for, like, I'm writing for a person. Like, I should be writing hits. Like, I should be writing songs. I should be in the studio working on my music or working on my music videos or working on something to better my brand as a musician. Yeah, but I'm preparing for a battle. I'm taking my time out to do that. And like, I know any battle rapper that's gone through this, it fucking sucks that you find out the day of or the day before that you're at the place where you're supposed to battle, that the person that you took your time out for doesn't show up. It's really disheartening, man. Like that shit is whack. That shit is whack. And so I was really on this thing like, man, fuck this shit. I'm just gonna be a fucking musician, rapper, singer, and that's what I'm gonna do. So, but yeah, you know. So
and here's the other thing, right? We talked about Queen and Ring. You said you feel like they're biased towards certain New York MCs or certain home MCs. Here's the elephant in the room with Queen of the Ring and with just female battle rap in general, right? A lot of dudes feel like the female fan has a lower standard because female battle rap is newer and they haven't had, for instance, like if a man says a defeat bar, it's like, oh, like, nigga, that's mad old. But if a girl says it, it's kind of like, well, girls haven't been battling organized as long as the dudes, so there's an excuse for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know from your perspective, you hate that shit because you're like, yo, ain't no excuse.
If I hear another Mac line, I'm going to fucking shoot.
Yeah, I ain't saying no defeat bars, but being a female who I guess prides herself on having like a higher amount of like lyrical integrity, do you feel like girls should be held to the same standard as dudes?
You know, I think it's depending on the league. It really is. It's depending on the league. Like
Queen of the Ring.
Yeah, like Queen of the Ring league, they're kind of, they let a lot of recycled shit fly.
But like, do you feel like they should or hell no?
You know, I don't think anybody should be held accountable. I think fucking rap how you want to fucking rap, yo. If the shit's creative, it's creative. Everybody does their own spin on something. You know what I mean? Like, oh, don't ever say a defeat bar again. Because, like, there's sometimes where you could make a really fucking dope defeat bar.
Okay, I'm going to give you an example.
And you're like, I'm not going to say it because,
I'm going to give you an example.
Like, that shit is, I don't know.
So, there's been girls in Queen of the Ring that will get in there and be like, this dude's dick is little. This dude fucked me and blah, 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 blah. Like when Shuni said, yeah, I fucked T-Rex and all this other shit, right? There's a lot of dudes that be like, yo, that shit is whack because all you doing is like airing out dirty laundry and like, bitch, you whack. Bitch, your weave is whack. So I think a lot of times guys hear that and they're like, I don't want to hear that shit, nigga. But like, as a girl, do you think that shit is funny or are you like, yo, just come with bars?
I think it's, I think because of the direction of where battle rap is, you know, you're going to have to do something, you know, it's about, I guess, owning your truth, I guess, you know what I mean? And so that's how people are doing the Be Rabbit approach. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you fuck my girl. Yeah, you blah, blah, blah. And yeah, but I'm here saying fuck the free world. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally what they're doing. You know what I mean? They're just literally owning their truth. And so, I mean, I don't know, man, like, there's always going to be a hate on female battle raps, but I feel like where the girls are now, like, they're better now. Yeah. They're so much better now. Like, if you look at some of these girls, like SEAC, Battle League, like, look that league up. Like, they got some fucking fire battles, like...
Yo, the girls
really fucking fire. Like, girls are stepping this shit up. Yeah, like, they're rapping better than the dudes right now. I'm gonna be straight the fuck up with you. Like, these girls are rapping better than dudes right now. And so the thing is,
now you want to get a lot of slack for that one.
Nah, fuck that. There's a lot. No.
You really think the girls are doper than the dudes?
Yes. bro, Shuni, her shit now is fucking fire. Shuni's fire. Nina Cruz is fucking lit.
But
like,
here's something I'm gonna give you.
Farrah is fucking lit.
So if I was to argue your point, I'd be like,
there's not enough girls.
Who can beat JC? Like, if you were to name girls, who's gonna beat JC?
Me.
You and who else? Who else can beat JC?
Gaddis.
Who else?
40.
Who else?
Gaddis. Jazz.
Is there more than like 6 girls that can beat JC?
Hustle.
You think there's more than like 6 girls that could beat him?
Dina Brass. She's new. She could beat him. She's nice.
You sure?
No.
I'm saying, like, are you sure?
Oh, wait, let me take that back. If she knows her shit, she could be good, but her performance is kind of, bar wise. Okay, let me. Mm-hmm. She needs a little restructuring, but Dina Brass is good. Like, she gets the formula of making dope bars.
No, I think Dina Brass is dope. I think she needs some time.
A little time to get comfortable.
Molding,
you know
her
what I'm saying?
sword at the blacksmith.
Get her comfortable, but she's cool. Other females. Yo, there's other females. I swear to God, there's other females. Don't make me go on here.
I'm just saying, no, I think it's dope that you rep for the ladies, definitely.
Like, there's enough females out there.
That's what you're supposed to do, but there's some competition. There's a lot of dope girls, but
yeah. But are you talking about guys competition?
Yeah. Just guys, girls versus guys. There's a lot.
Girls versus guys. I mean,
I will say this though. You know what was proven to me? Like,
hold on. Let me look up what females that are like.
Well, nah, but you know we don't have to do that. You know why? Because we can look at all the male versus female battles, right? Mm-hmm. So you got like Hustle and Old Red like really kicked it off. You know what I'm saying? What Gaddis was doing in Grind Time kicked it off.
Right.
You know what I mean? I just C3 and Tay Rock.
I battled two dudes.
Of course, we're gonna get to that.
Okay,
I know, we're gonna get to that. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's dope for the females that y'all started stepping up and battling dude, and it's not a thing no more. Like, people ain't scared. Like,
yeah,
like 40 washed QP not that long ago. You know what I'm saying? I
gotta see that one.
Yeah,
a lot of people were talking about.
So I'm saying it's dope, and I think y'all have been working towards this period where people are just gonna look at it like that was a dope battle.
Yeah,
because it's not like a lot of these dudes in battle rap. It's not like, oh, let me battle a girl because she's a girl and I want to watch. It's kind of like, yeah, she's dope, I'll battle her, fuck it.
Yeah, and then the thing is, guys have to like step it up even more.
Mm-hmm.
Like, y'all have to step it up even more when you battle a girl, cause like y'all ain't gonna try. And I mean, Tay Rock, like for Tay Rock and C3, I've never seen Tay Rock be so like physical.
Crazy. He went crazy
with somebody. Like, let me see you get like that with Hollow.
He went great. Now him and Calico, they was pushing and shoving.
Whatever.
That was
okay.
Dope. That was dope.
I mean, whatever. Okay, yeah, with Calico. Did that happen before or after C3?
I don't remember. I'm bad with.
When did that happen? Sometimes. Because I bet you mad people were like, "Oh, this nigga don't get."
It was around the same time.
He don't get wild with these people, but he getting wild with C3. And so he was like, "Shit, I gotta get all physical now because they think I only push girls." You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, shit. Well, I'm telling you. Oh, that's another one. C3 could eat JC's food. I mean,
but she lost to Tay Rock. She lost it
because Tay Rock used all of.
But be real though, Tay Rock was cooking.
Let's set this motherfucker. That's one of
Tay Rock's best battles.
Let me tell you, because shout outs to Lou Cypher. Shout outs to Lou Cypher.
Talk that shit,
because my brother Lou Cypher already ate fucking C3's food. Okay, and Tay Rock came out and kind of he's gonna tell me that he's gonna say that he didn't. But how are you battling the same female with the same angles? But we gonna keep it to the fans. We gonna let the fans decide for themselves. Lou Cypher versus C3.
Lou Cypher's dope, but he's not one of the top names.
Y'all look that up.
Look, Lou Cypher's dope, but he's not one of the top names in battle rap. C3 is one of the top names on the female side.
But listen to me, if Tay Rock but Tay Rock's battling C3, so you're obviously gonna do your research. And what did you find? C3 versus Lou Cypher? Let me watch this.
Don't say that.
Okay.
Don't say that.
Seashells in the seashore. Oh, that sounds good. Let me put that in my pocket. Fuck out of here, bro.
I think MyVerse, the way you're going in, you're promoting like a MyVerse versus Tay-Rock battle. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
I feel like you're promoting MyVerse versus
Tay-Rock's cool.
Right
Tay-Rock's cool. Don't.
Yeah.
He did really good against Hollow, so I'm gonna give him salute to that. You stood your shit. Probably the best Tay-Rock I've seen. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Him versus C3 was literally he had the alley-oop from Lucifer.
He won though. He won.
No, he didn't.
Tay-Rock didn't win?
No, he didn't. Nope.
Okay.
C3 won.
So we're gonna agree to disagree. We're gonna agree to disagree.
C3 won.
Listen.
I mean, maybe Tay-Rock won being all manly and like, yeah, you gonna respect my name. Like, what the fuck did he say?
Tay-Rock won.
What did he say? What was he saying? You go learn. What did he say?
Listen, I don't remember, but listen.
You better recognize. What did he say?
But listen. One of the biggest complaints about me is I don't ever say Tay-Rock won, but he won that night. But look, this is the MyVerse episode, not the C3 versus Tay-Rock
I know.
So check it out, right? So the Bonnie battle doesn't go down.
Okay, right, and then I battle Star Smiles.
Yeah,
and that was
you battle Star Smiles.
That shit was fire though. My bars and that shit was lit.
So after that battle, you're at a point where you know the Bonnie battle was within your grasp.
No, I was at like fuck Bonnie at that time.
No, I'm saying,
I love Bonnie
but
now.
it was like within your grasp. You thought it was going down before the Don't Flop thing. You battled Star Smiles, and what you said was a favor. So now it's like, where do you go from there?
URL calls me.
And who calls you from URL?
Norbs.
And what does Norb say?
Norb says, we want to set you up with C3. And I said, fuck yeah.
And what happened?
And C3 hits us up and says, it's like 3 weeks before the event. And she's like, oh, I can't do it. She says okay. From what I'm told, she said she's not ready. She's going through something that she's not ready. She's not prepared. Mm-hmm. So that's why we didn't battle on URL.
That would have been dope.
That would have been great.
For both of y'all.
Yeah, that would have been great. That would have been such a good look, yo. And me and her had even like hung out in Miami. It was me, her, 40, and that's right, Miss Miami. Yep. Yeah. We like hung out, and me and her had even talked. Like, she's like, yo, they hit me up for URL. I was like, yes, let's fucking get it, girl. And so it was cool. Like, it was love. And then when I find out, 3 weeks before that she can't do it, she backs out. So I'm kind of like, again.
Not again, yeah.
You know what I mean?
So then what?
So then at that point, it was kind of like, fuck, who do I battle? Like, I didn't want to battle Bonnie because I was like, fuck Bonnie, I'm not giving you this opportunity. But then me and her kind of got into it again. And I was like, this is kind of really good. Stirring up to something really, really fucking good.
So you thought y'all was promoting a match.
Yeah.
And now that you had URL behind you, you felt like, damn, this shit might happen.
I was like, all right, fine. Bonnie already battled on URL. She had done like a freestyle battle, whatever, on URL. And so I was like, it makes sense because me and her already have something built up to that, it was really just solely up to me who I wanted to battle, and so kind of the people that I recommended, they were like, no, like the girls I recommended, and then they were like, okay, fine, well, I was like, fine, fuck it. I will take Bonnie. Fuck it. I'm going to take Bonnie. And so then from there, we kind of went through the shout outs to Pop Wenzel. He's the one that kind of set that whole thing up.
So who is Pop Wenzel for people that don't know? Because he's a name that gets thrown around a lot. And
Pop Wenzel is
female battle rap as like an investor and a sponsor.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's the one that like, if he really believes in a female and you're like, I want to battle this girl, and she's like talking about money and shit, like he was like, all right, if it's money, then let's make that shit happen. So he's a
producer?
He's kind of like a producer for female battles. He's the one that he financed. No,
I mean outside of battles, like isn't he?
Yes, music producer for like Nicki Minaj, Rihanna. Like he's super legit. Yeah. He did like all of Nicki's like production. Still to this day, he's super respected in the industry, and so it's kind of it's really dope that he does what he does for female battle rap, and he will always be a pillar in female battle rap culture. And so like he's the one that funded, like he funded Jazz verse Jazz verse 40. Did he do Gaddis verse Hustle? Did he the one that did he do something like that or no?
Not to
It
my
might.
knowledge.
It's mostly Jazz's like battles because he's like super like supports Jazz
Yeah.
and what she does. And then he actually did the C battle, the SEA league. He sponsored a lot of that too.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so he's kind of the one that I was just like, yo, you know, what's up? I'm down. Let's do it. And so yeah. So that was URL. That was fun. That was a good battle. That was fun.
So I was
Bonnie,
there.
I'm glad with Bonnie.
I was there. Well, when you found out it wasn't going down at the main, on the main day of the main card, were you like, fuck, like here we go again?
What do you mean? Like, oh, because it was like, what?
It was on like the PG day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I didn't care. I was getting paid.
So, but you knew it was coming out though.
Yeah,
You
it was
weren't
gonna be
like,
on the same channel. Like,
Yeah.
people are like, oh, it's not on the main stage. It's a PG. I'm like, bro, it's on the same channel. You're gonna get the same amount of fucking views. Like, I mean, the difference is obviously like 200.
But it wasn't a
people
PG
different.
though. It was a regular
It was
battle.
it
It was like a one-off.
It was at a PG
It
event.
wasn't a one-off,
but it was
but
called
yeah.
a one-off, which
Yeah.
is you're in between being a PG and being on the main stage, and so
Yeah. Well, one-off is like a battle that could happen
Yeah.
on a main stage, but you just didn't do it on that day. So
yeah,
yeah.
it's cool.
So just I know y'all might have watched the battle on YouTube or whatever. It was dope. When you watch it on YouTube, it's very dope. But live,
That was nuts.
God, it was like one of the greatest battles I had ever seen. Me and Lux were going crazy.
Oh, Lux.
Yo, me and Lux were like, yo, this is our best female battle. But it wasn't even just best female battle. It was like, yo, this is so fire. It's like the back and forth.
It was great
You know
because
what I
there was
mean?
a story behind it.
Yo, the Bonnie and Clydesdale, yo. I didn't even watch the battle before that. I just remember that shit. You know what I'm saying?
The Bonnie and Clyde though.
Yeah, yo, you had a lot of dope lines. I felt like it's the way you put your material together.
Yeah.
I felt like MyVerse had arrived as far as like I felt like that was the pinnacle of your creative writing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it really showcased. Like I was proud, yo. I was like, yo, that's my girl,
I
son.
know her.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like fire.
That's dope.
You know, so what was the response after that battle drop?
That was crazy. That was like my sparring session all over again. Cause it was just a whole brand new group of people that like knew who I was. Like it was crazy. Like I couldn't like the response. We get Tony Yayo had reposted it. Ted Smooth. Who else? Method Man like quoted me on that shit. Like crazy. Like I was like, what? Like
Do you feel like that because with URL being the biggest league right now?
Yeah.
Did you feel like it was like helping you become a star in battle rap?
It was a great platform.
Yeah.
Amazing platform.
After that battle, I saw a lot of people starting to put you in the. Well, MyVerse is the best female battle rapper category, and I'm not saying everyone said that, but you started seeing people say that because the exposure was on the talent.
Yeah.
You
No,
know?
it's very true. Like I was like, people were already putting me to battle Jazz, and this is where I'm talking about, like with the whole Big K and Hollow, like, are we gonna get to that? You know, there's so many, you know, but like, you know, Jazz is considered one of those top girls, and so like people were like, yo, MyVerse versus Jazz, make that shit happen. And so yeah, I mean, that was just, you know, it was great. It was great.
Fire.
It was great. And it was, and it definitely solidified as far as like, cause I know with the battle with Star, it was kind of like, you didn't really get to see, cause it's one thing when like people are feeling you, and it's another thing when nobody's listening, you know? You can have the most fire shit, but when nobody's listening, you kind of feel like you just want to run through your fucking bars and just like get the shit over with. Cause it's just like, y'all ain't even there with me right now. Like y'all somewhere else. And so like when I was on that stage with Bonnie, and it's like, you know, that's why I can't really say as far as like, you know, the crowd in New York or anything like that, because I get the most love from New York. I love New York. Like I get the most love from New York, even in music. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where most of, you know what I'm saying, I get most of my support from. So like, yeah, like they really like listened and they caught bars that I was like, oh yeah, I caught that. Okay, shit, that's cool, you know. And I like, you know, I thought that was dope. That was dope. Like URL crowd, like the dope thing about URL when URL crowd fuck with you, they fuck with you. Yeah. Like they gonna fucking like you gonna feel like, woo, I didn't realize my bar was that dope. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? So
but nah, that was a great performance.
Yeah.
So Don't Flop, was it Don't Flop right before that or right after that?
That was right after that. That was like
so
March.
You go to Don't Flop, you're supposed to battle Quill. Mm-hmm. He has to pull out.
Quill backs out a week before.
And then so they slate you against O'Shea.
Yeah, that was like a crazy.
And you did two battles, right?
Yeah, in one day.
It's O'Shea and
Villain.
Villain, that's right.
Yeah.
Personally, when I heard about it, I was like, she don't got to do that. But I knew it was the MC in you.
I know.
I know you was like, yeah.
I was like,
I want to prove I'm the dopest.
I'm the greatest.
I respected it, but that's where it comes to like the whole management thing and the whole like just knowing you, I knew that you had that like passion of an MC burning. Like I want to kill these niggas.
No,
like,
you want to know what it was? Yeah. It was that I wrote for Quill, right? Mm-hmm. He backs out a week before. I already have a ticket paid to go to England, so it's
so they didn't pay your ticket.
They had already got my ticket.
Okay.
So everything was already set for me to go to England. So it's like, do I just go to England, have a free trip, enjoy my time? Or do I go out there and fucking rap? Like really rap?
Why two battles?
I'll tell you. Okay, so initially they give me a list of people, right? And I felt like who was a really good writer and performer that I've seen was Villain. I felt Villain was great and he was available and he was down to do it. So I said, okay, for the sake of, like I told you, because it's not if you win, it's who you beat. And he's a great writer. He's a great MC, great battle rapper. Wordplay is crazy. Yeah. He's nice. So if there was somebody that I would battle in England last minute, that's okay. I'm going to get Villain. And then comes to find out, O'Shea was like, I'm down to battle her. So I'm like, fuck, I don't want to choose between doing some gimmick shit with O'Shea over somebody who writes. I was like, man, fuck it. I'm going to get somebody. I'm going to beat them for the respect of them being a writer. And I'm going to get the fucking views from this guy, O'Shea. Because that dude is like certified 200,000, 300,000 views. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but the thing with,
and he's a legend.
The thing with O'Shea is that he, like, even though he's mad goofy and funny, he is a fucking killer. Like, line after line.
I'm going to tell you this. O'Shea is an amazing entertainer. And I told myself, I'm not going to out-funny this guy. I would never out-funny O'Shea. Because O'Shea is a fucking beast when it comes to just entertainment-wise. So what am I going to do? I'm going to hone in my strengths, which are bars, creating bars. So I came at him on some, like, you're not going to out-bar me. I'll tell you that, you know. It's going to be a great battle for the sake of you're funny. You got your whole angle of being a dude. And I'm going to be a female, and I'm going to show I'm a strong female with bars, and I can rebuttal whatever you say. You know what I mean? And so that's how I kind of came across with that battle as far as, like, with O'Shea.
Did they offer you DK?
No, they didn't. For some reason, they didn't.
You know what's crazy is
that would have been fire though.
She's ill. I didn't do this on purpose, but like this morning when I woke up, I was like just watching like old battles.
She's so good.
Yo, I was watching her verse Uno Lavos and her verse Definition,
and
I was like, yo, she's like fire. Like she had said some shit about an Oedipus complex to Uno and the way she like broke it down. I was like, yo. But she's an MC.
No, she's good.
That's why I was like, yo, that would have been ill for both of y'all.
I don't know what's going on. As far as like I asked, I was like, yo, what's up with DK? I'm down to battle her. And you know, I don't think like
I think that would have been the move.
I don't think that's that.
That'd have been the move. I would have loved to see that.
They didn't want that to happen.
She's the England MyVerse.
She is.
You know what I'm saying?
She really is. You want some more of this?
Sure. Thanks. Shout out to my Ninja Turtles commemorative
You
cup.
know what
You
I'm saying?
saying?
Shout out to my Coca-Cola. Y'all stole this from Pizza Hut. I know y'all did.
I didn't. It was me. But yeah. So the London trip, it didn't really hurt you.
It
didn't
didn't. You know
hurt
what? Honestly, I wrote for 2 dudes on, well, it's supposed to be 6-day prep, but it was really a 5-day prep. And I fucking battled 2 guys in 1 day. Fuck these bitches. They're not doing that shit.
So after that, you come home. Now, I should have said this in the beginning, but Rocksteady crew.
Ooh.
Yo, I said this earlier, but like, yo, MyVerse literally will be up at the ass crack of dawn, fucking breakdancing, doing the spinneroonie.
Yo, you stupid.
Triple flare.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Top
So,
rocking.
I'm working, you know what I'm saying? I'm working on my freezes.
How is your breakdancing going?
Step. It's going good. It's going good. My plan was to get in a battle, but unfortunately now I'm just focused on my music and touring and
so like
traveling and shit. It's crazy.
Just breakdancing, right? You see a lot of girls that are technically ill, but you don't see as many girls do like the high flying triple backflip shit as you see dudes
you should look
doing
up.
it. No, I've seen some.
Some of these girls now are
feel
kind of like, I don't know, they got like man arms.
How do you elevate that from being ill technically with the freezes to being like, yo, I'm gonna do a triple backflip, land in a split, and do a triple turtle?
It's about muscle memory. You have to literally make your body remember to do that.
Can you do flip?
No.
You got ups? Like, can you get high enough to get the flip?
Nah, son, I can't do no flips. I'm not that good. I just, do my little up rock, do my little floor.
Yeah, but you got crazy legs,
freeze,
man. He can teach you how to do some shit.
I know, right? Crazy Legs is the worst person to like ever teach you because he's really good. And he's super like,
he'd be like, just do it like this.
Nah,
and then,
son, he's like, form.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing, you piece of shit? No, he's not like that. But like, well, with Rocksteady, he's like, listen, man, if you're gonna get in this battle shit, if you're gonna try to battle on the floor, you better fucking rep. And so, because I can't just go in there as MyVerse, you know what I mean? Like, MyVerse representing no crew? Nah, I gotta represent Rocksteady, and if I'm representing Rocksteady, it has to be,
But you know what's so ill about you that I don't think has connected with a lot of people. It's like you've made like underground hip hop music, you've made like radio friendly music, you've battle rapped, you're in fucking Rocksteady crew.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? You were in an all-female group with Moni Love.
Hey.
It's like, yo, like, what?
I'm in a group now with Taboo from Black Eyed Peas.
Like, yo, what?
Yeah, that's my guy. He's good.
Yo, MyVerse, you're an anomaly.
Oh,
You know
that's
what I'm
a
saying?
really cool word.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I'm that.
Yeah, you're an anomaly because not too many people, regardless of gender, can do what you've been doing, and you're transcending generations, and you're bringing that old hip hop mentality into a new period, and you're hot. You're what's new. You know what I'm saying? You're one move away from blowing up, which you know what? Let's get into it now, right?
Yeah.
So the latest thing you've done, you cooked Nick Cannon.
Hey.
He got 1.4 million views.
That shit's at like 2.3.
So damn. So this happened what, like 2 months ago?
That happened in April.
Why does it feel like 2 months ago?
Because fucking
time flies when you're
bro.
cooking Nick Cannon, right?
Ooh.
So
Shout outs to Wildin'
how'd you
Out.
find out about the Wildin' Out tryout thing?
I got an email. I actually went there to audition. And then they were like, we think you'd be fucking ill if you came back and battled Nick Cannon. And I was like, all right, fine. I'll fucking battle Nick Cannon.
Were you like, why? Like,
I know. Part of me was like, fuck, I don't want to fucking do this. I just want to fucking be on your show.
Yeah.
And so, so I got on season 8, and then,
which is the one that's airing now, right?
well, actually the one that's airing now is season 9.
Okay.
But I was on season 8, and so we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I made such an impression with them, so
So what was the thing with Bonnie? Because
definitely
like
won't be the last.
you had like the most views by far in your battle with Nick.
Yeah.
Bonnie had a lot of views. I felt like crossed over from her fan base and battle following. I don't think I've seen any episodes with her yet. It's like we haven't seen episodes with her or you, so I know people are kind of
Yeah,
confused.
people are like,
are y'all
"What?"
still in the running with that? That wasn't just like a quick gimmick thing, right?
I mean, I can't really talk about it, but
Okay.
it won't be.
I know what I can't really talk about it
I
means.
can't really
If you're listening to it, you know what I can't talk about it means.
I
We
can't
won't
really
talk about it.
but like
We won't talk about it, but
shout
like
out to Wildin' Out.
Okay.
It won't. You'll see me.
okay, Natalia.
You know what I'm saying? You'll see me. I'm still fucking with Wildin' Out. You know what I'm saying? I did a joint with Justina Valentine, Bonnie Godiva, 40 bars.
We're throwing that on Rap Grid, by the way.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't wait.
By the time y'all hear this, we should have thrown it on Rap
It should be on there. Shout out. The ice cream remix is a little idea I had where we're all like ice cream flavor. Real sexy,
Okay.
Can't help it. Being girls and shit.
You won a VMA, Video Music Award, The Moon Man. What was that about?
So I did a song protesting the Dakota Pipeline. And that was with Taboo from Black Eyed Peas. He's the one with the long hair, like the long black hair. And he has a group that he has put together with 7 Native American MCs, and I represent Taino Nation. So
you're a Native American.
I am a Taino, which is the indigenous, Native American, the indigenous people of Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Jamaica. We can. That's just a whole nother.
Yeah. If you do your research, you know Taino Indian. You know what I mean? Shout out to B-Dot.
You know what I'm saying? Right? So, no.